Hey there, boys and girls. Randy Van Dyke with Geek Legacy, and today we are at the Super7 booth and with Mr. Brian Flynn from Super7, and we're going to be talking about the ReAction line, among other great things here. But that's kind of near and dear to my heart, so that's going to be one of the big topic conversation for today. How you doing today? How's your con?
It's been crazy. It's been a little bit nutty, more than we expected.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. Really, really busy that first night, preview night, with the egg chamber playset.
Yeah, there was a lot of unhappy people last year, and there seemed to be a lot of unhappy people last year. But with the black version, people seem to be fairly sated. But the diehard in you still wants that blue edge. But we're doing what we can.
Oh, absolutely, of course. I made a beeline over here on preview night, and the line was already capped. But I knew I had the safety net of the black version, the pre-order version, so I wasn't upset. Actually, I'm a member of the Rebel Scum forums, and I know you post over there. And there was a lot of kind of blowback that people were experiencing when they heard there was only going to be 250 pieces, and this is before you guys announced the black version.
Right.
And you made so many people so very happy by announcing that there's going to be a pre-order during the show, so anyone anywhere in the world can get it, made to order. That's a brilliant move. Was it partially inspired by the comments from the fans?
I mean, ultimately it was by how, the reality is when we were trying to put this together, it was trying to figure out how many we could sell versus how many it was going to cost to make and what we were going to be stuck with if we made too many. Traditionally, action figures, as we all know, our friends are very price point sensitive. Like, somebody wants $12.99 for something that they think should be $9.99, they won't buy it. And we sort of went through this process. We said if we have it at $40, we think we can bring 1,000 pieces to San Diego. At $50 to $60, does that number drop to about 600 or 700 pieces? At $75, $80, all of a sudden you're talking about 300 or 400 pieces. And when we got to $100, we're like, there's only like 250, 300 guys. So we were trying to sort of be honest to what we thought we could sell.
Right.
I think the emotional reaction to the playset was far greater than we expected, rather than the physicalness of the playset itself. People love the box. They love the fact that they haven't been able to buy a playset in 20 years. And so that all of a sudden shot, I think, most people's demand way up. And we clearly criminally underproduced it. I don't want to make it so that you're pulling your hair out, but I still want it to be special. So it's like, I want you to get a playset. If you're here, you can buy it. We didn't make enough, let us make another. We'll do the black box so that the people that get their blue box that are here, they're not complaining that the other guys got something and they stood in line and they didn't. So it was a way to sort of segment it and get it. But yeah, it wasn't so much directly to fan forum as just fans in general. There were that many more people that wanted to buy it. I want to make something that you want to buy.
Absolutely.
And I want you to get it and have it so that you can have the fun of having the toy playset. But yeah, I mean, I expected blowback at the price point, which we got. What I didn't expect, as much as it sounds silly in hindsight, was blowback on the quantity.
It's very nostalgic for a lot of collectors, I think. There hasn't been a lot of playsets released in any toy lines. You'll notice Hasbro doesn't really produce much in the way of playsets at all for their current Star Wars line, not like back in the vintage days. And especially to take such a vintage form with the cardboard backing and the plastic, vacuum formed playset part itself, that just calls back to so many of the original Star Wars designs.
Oh no, this is Land of the Jawas.
Yeah.
This is straight up Land of the Jawas. That's what we did. We took, the base is measured to the exact dimensions
That's awesome.
of the Land of the Jawas playset. So that that's what we wanted to make.
So,
like, this would have been 1979. This is what you would have got. Same thing with the box. It's like Empire and Jedi boxes don't have kids on them, but Star Wars boxes have kids on them. So
yeah,
you gotta have the kids playing with the toys.
I really love that addition to it too. I think that's perfect. And you could actually take your cardboard sandcrawler and throw it in the back there, and it'll be kind of an odd mashup, but you could do it. So that's really great. That's great to hear. So there's a lot of really great stuff coming out in the ReAction line this year. What is your personal favorite line?
Escape from New York is sort of that. Much like Alien, Escape from New York is the one I always wanted. When we first launched it, we could only get Snake, but I was having conversations yesterday. It looks like we'll probably be able to get the Duke, so I'm excited about that. As far as the rest of them, I'm just still excited the fact that we're getting to make them.
Yeah.
They're all still haven't hit the stores yet, but just making them, like Universal Monsters is like, I've been wanting to make Universal Monsters my whole life.
Yeah.
And I'm getting to make them. So
Yeah.
it's very exciting. I'm just ready for it to, I want to get on with it.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You've made 3 of my childhood dreams come true. Back to the Future, The Rocketeer, and Goonies. And I just got my convention sloth with a Superman emblem on a shirt. So happy about that. I love those lines. I love everything that I'm seeing coming out of you guys. I'm super, super excited. Is there any chance that you can kind of give us a hint or a tease at any licenses that you're going to be pursuing in the future, or something you'd like to pursue in the future?
Well, there's a bunch of licenses that we've actually signed. They're just not announced. And I think that's more just a case of we need to get the ones that are out. The thing is, you know, everybody can get on their forum or at home and they can start writing the wish list.
Of course.
Our wish list, at this point, we've been doing this for a year and a half. It's that long. We've gone through everything that you've mentioned and then some. A lot of those things have been locked up, but I need you to buy the ones that are coming out first, and don't worry about the man behind the curtain yet.
Yeah. You hear that, folks? Buy the ones that are out now so that we can get more cool stuff in the future. Seriously.
But it's the same thing. Like, we had no idea what a playset was going to do and what the fan reaction was going to be around a playset. Now we're actually getting hard numbers as we order them, and now we know what we can do. Hey, can we go that? You know, same thing we were already talking about. It's like, can we do a Goonies, you know, wooden ship playset? Would that be awesome? You know, and do it a bit more like the AT-AT playset where they had the multi-dimensional cardboard and everything. It's like, maybe we can pull that off now. Everybody asked for a DeLorean, you know, for Back to the Future. That's even another level beyond playset, because now you're talking 20, 30 injection molded pieces.
Yeah.
And all the engineering that goes in with that. But still, it's like, can we do it? Can we not do it? No one's done it before, so we don't know. So now that we have some numbers around this, we have a better idea of what is and isn't possible, and what people are willing to buy versus they're like, oh, I want that, but then they don't actually buy it.
Right, right. Yeah, there's a lot of that you'll find online, I think. But
I'm very familiar with 20 pages of threads about how awesome a toy is, and then we put it out and 3 people buy it. You know.
Yeah, I totally understand. Your guys' stuff looks really awesome. I'm super excited about it, and I think you guys are gaining fans every day. So, good job.
We're just trying to have fun with it and make the stuff that we want to make, and hopefully it's fun for everybody else, because it's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be a mind-numbing, aggravating thing. It's supposed to be fun to play with and have fun with.